Good evening, everyone. Tom here, Cinema Attacks. We are live. And I'm here with Eli, as usual. Say hello, Eli. We bring up the chat.
So I've been practicing my moves. Watching all these Asian movies lately.
Yeah, I've been watching some chops hockey goodness.
You ever just walk around the house and just kind of, when no one's around, just kind of
Well, I'll pull something if I do that. I'll pull a hammy or something. That sounds dangerous.
You got to start slow.
I used to break things with my head. Have I talked about that?
No.
That was my martial art. Well, that's for another time. Scott, say hello to the nice people.
Hello, everybody. I watched some terrible softcore movies this week that maybe I'll talk about, but probably not because they're not very interesting.
Well, maybe I have something interesting to say about them.
Okay.
I'll be right back, guys, by the way. I'm just going to go grab my coffee.
Okay.
Yeah, I brewed some coffee, so I'm enjoying that. It's Super Bowl weekend, so I know Scott is overjoyed. Seahawks versus Patriots.
I can't wait. Who will get the touchdown? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, so this year it's so I could tell you anything about the game and you would just have to believe me. So I'd be like, Scott, it's the way they're doing it this year, they changed the rules around. The first team to scores the touchdown just wins outright. And then the other team, all the players are executed on the field.
Now that's stakes. Let's go. I can get into that.
I could say anything and you would be like, wow.
Yeah. Like, oh, whatever. That's pretty crazy. I'm really stoked for Bad Bunny, though. That's the part I'm really excited about. I was when he was doing his WWE thing, me and a lot of other people like me were like, who is this freaking guy? And we were all yelled at and told how stupid we were. Like, okay. I guess he's a big deal. So enjoy your Bad Bunny, everybody.
He is the big deal, and I had the exact same reaction. Like I had to look him up. Like, is he a new wrestler? Did he come up from OVW? Bad Bunny, the bunny gimmick.
Awesome.
Does he turn into a bunny?
But I think that just speaks to nobody's big now. Like somebody's big, but your mom doesn't know who they are. Like everybody knew who Michael Jackson was. Nobody knows who Bad Bunny is. Sorry.
Yeah, music is not the same now.
Simon, what's up?
Oh.
Yes, you should.
You should, man. I would.
You guys wanted? I could test out this sync problem with video. We can watch a video if you want.
Yeah, sure.
I have since Simon is here, I have footage of a young Scott, home movie footage. Do you guys want to see it?
Depends.
See let's see if this works.
I'm not agreeing to anything yet.
Here. Let's see if this breaks the stream.
This could be some backyard wrestling, hopefully.
Hey, Al, what would you like to drink? Orange juice or hello?
That was how. Oh, damn it! That was how sitcoms used to be.
Equally funny and disturbing at the same time.
I didn't know that was filmed.
Is that Step by Step? I think it was. I just saw that someone shared that on Facebook, and then I just imagined a young Scott. And the other thing, he has a jug of milk and a jug of orange juice he's bringing over to her.
Jugs.
And you know, in the original script, it was like 2 jugs of milk. and then they were like, yeah, that's
Mm.
on the nose. You gotta
Like, she is 13 or whatever. Like
you're carrying jugs of milk.
the kid's like 9, the little boy's like 9 or something.
Yeah, I remember, and they also did that. Basically, the subplot is like sister is stuffing her bra. Like, what do we do about it? And they had that same subplot in Degrassi Junior High, which is a show I actually watched, where Steph was stuffing her bra.
That's a classic plot from back then.
Yeah.
It was a different time, you guys.
Yeah, both around 13, 14.
Anyone under the age of 30 right now doesn't even know what we're talking about. Probably, I haven't heard that term in at least 25 years. Like as a thing.
Oh, stuffing the bra or Degrassi?
Yeah, stuffing your bra, like as a current thing. I feel like when we were kids, you heard it all the time, and I don't hear kids saying that anymore. Or if I were to ask my son that, I don't even think he would probably know what I was talking about. But who knows? I could be wrong.
Yeah, I would agree, but it could be just because I'm no longer in high school.
Yeah, that's true. We're also not 11 anymore. Hanging out with 11-year-olds.
All the 13-year-old girls I talked to haven't mentioned it.
Yeah. See, there we go. I was right.
So that didn't mess with the stream. It looked like it was okay, but this is just on. I don't. Well, maybe it did. I don't know.
Looks fine to me, but
yeah.
All right. So yeah, what we've been watching, we can talk about that. I have some stuff.
Cool.
Are you pouring? Oh, you got a French press?
Yeah.
That's sick. Yeah, I got all of that. I got a French press downstairs, and I got the espresso machine.
Ooh.
And the I have like 4 different things.
I got the Chemex too. I do like the Chemex. That's probably my favorite.
Oh, I have that too.
Yeah. And the
is
pour
the
over.
queen coming over, you fancy boy?
and then with all that, I just go to Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah. Well, then you have to make it. Well, I don't want to make all this.
Although I noticed that the Dunkin' Donuts, they shrunk down their sizes.
We don't have Dunkin', so
they used to have like a half gallon, like the size was like the extra large.
Hell yeah.
But now like the large size is their old medium size. Like all the coffees are smaller.
Tell them to fuck themselves. I hate that shit. I hate that. And all this fucking bullshit with everyone, raising their prices but lowering the amounts. Like, fuck you. I gotta stop going to Wendy's for that reason. I will X you out of my life. I'll ghost you.
Yeah, because they started where like the if you get the bacon cheeseburger in the value menu, the patty is like that big.
What the it's so tiny. Yeah. Like what? It'd be one thing if they like lowered the prices, or if they at least stayed the same. But like it's so insulting when the prices go up and then you get less. It's like, what? Come on.
Well, I rewatched Spartacus, Stanley Kubrick's.
Oh,
The 4K. I got the 4K. So Amazon was doing like I don't remember if it was like 3 for $30 or 3 for $33 or something sale, and this is one of them. And this is the Stanley Kubrick movie that does not feel like a Stanley Kubrick movie at all.
Mm-hmm.
It just feels like a big Hollywood epic of the time. But I still think, after rewatching it, I think it's probably the best of the Gladiator movies for me. I prefer it, or that sort of type of movie, like a Ben-Hur or Gladiator. I saw Gladiator 2, which I kind of liked.
I didn't see it.
Any of those types of movies. I think this is still my favorite. The only kind of annoying thing is there's that love theme whenever Spartacus is near what's her face, Gene Simmons. Not Gene Simmons from Kiss, but the actress.
What a great name to have.
It has this like reoccurring love theme. It plays like 7,000 times in the movie.
Oddly enough, I can't picture it. I bet if I heard it, I would remember it, but I can't. It's been so long, I can't picture the theme. It's cheesy sounding though, right?
Well, it's short.
Oh, okay.
It's like it might be like 6 notes.
Oh, okay. It just used way too many times.
Yeah, well, it's like every single time she shows up.
You're like, we get it. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I like the movie though.
Yeah, and then the battle scenes are really awesome, like those giant logs on fire that they
Yeah.
roll through the soldiers.
Yeah.
And
Old school.
Yeah, there's different cuts of the movie. Some of the at least on this version, like some of the violence is actually kind of crazy. There's a part where Spartacus cuts a dude's arm off and blood just squirting out. And this is a Hollywood film from 1960.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think all of that sort of bloody violence, I think, was cut out either before they premiered the movie or just right after they premiered it and then cut that stuff out. I'm not exactly sure. So
do you have to have that 4K to see this version?
no, because it was on the Criterion put out a DVD set that had 3 different cuts of the movie.
Holy shit.
So it was on that one. I don't know if it's like on, the DVD or
Okay.
whatever.
Yeah, I'd like to see that.
But whatever this version is, it's like it says 12 additional minutes. The extended version has like this crazy violence, crazy relative to 1960, because you don't just expect to see any blood at all.
No. Wow.
Yeah. That's it. And it looks fantastic. So
Wow. Yeah, I'd like to see that. That'd be a good one to buy. Speaking of Kubrick, I'm gonna try and watch. I know I've been talking about it for like 2 months now. I'm gonna try and watch Eyes Wide Shut this weekend. I just been really wanting to watch it really bad, and I've been wanting to watch it more and more because I've been seeing, like a lot of people, I've been seeing like all this Epstein file stuff, and I saw someone point out. I don't know if you guys have seen anyone compare Eyes Wide Shut to like some of the Epstein stuff, because like, how Tom Cruise, is he's the doctor to, the rich guy, and a lot of people are comparing that to like Epstein, had a doctor that that he was kind of close with, and yeah, I don't know. I'm wondering if like Kubrick like actually maybe had some kind of like, I wonder if he ever really went to like one of these weird like Hollywood sex parties, like I never heard if he was like connected to anyone weird or anything, but a lot of people are pointing that out. Like Kubrick had to have like known something.
yeah, and maybe, but he basically, after a certain point, he never left Europe.
Oh,
So I think after, I don't remember, at least I think like maybe the late 60s onward, he lived in somewhere in England or something, and then he never went back to the States. So even when he got some award, he just like
he's like, you can have it.
Skyped in, or not Skype, but whatever he used. So I don't think, because he was afraid of flying, so I don't think he, after, at least in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, I don't think he really was in America at all, ever.
Oh wow.
But that doesn't mean, but there is still like, there was all rumors, and also just more the rumors of like crazy Hollywood parties going back to like the silent era
Oh yeah, I bet.
of like
And maybe even before that, you know, like in different shapes and forms. And
yeah. So I think it's possible that at least that he had heard stories of
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Totally.
But
Which makes it cool.
I don't think he walked into a party like that and it was like, yeah, I want to make a movie about this. Because at that point he was so, you know, just hanging out with his family all the time
Yeah.
and making movies, you know, in London for several decades.
Yeah, because that's Eyes Wide Shut is such a later movie in his career. Wait, you know, it's a 5 decades into his career or whatever. So he was old already by then. And
Yeah, it's based on a novel, and I have not read the novel, but I hear that it's fairly faithful. And
I'd read that.
it's from I have to look this up because there's actually like I haven't seen it, but there's like a German TV version of the novel,
Weird.
you know, from like the 60s or something.
Oh wow. Probably boring. Who knows though? Could be good.
I think I'm thinking of the right movie. I've never seen it, but isn't this the one that they Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman agreed to do it, and it was going to be 6 months, and it ended up being like 2 years because of how he conducted his business and wanted 300 takes of everything. And
Yeah, but yeah, for Tom it was, but Nicole was like shooting another movie or a couple movies, and then came in at a certain point,
oh, okay.
and then Tom was there the whole time pretty much. But I think it was like 400 shooting days. So
That's
it
a lot
was
of
like
days.
it was like
Jesus.
at least a year and a half.
Wow.
Man.
Yeah, because the novel is from 1926, and then they made a movie, a made-for-TV movie in 1969.
The German movie.
Yeah, it's actually an Austrian
Okay.
TV production. But I'd be curious to actually read the the novel and see how it differs, because that could be a clue to what you're talking about. Like if
Good.
he added a certain several things in there to the novel regarding like the sex parties, it could have been based on something he had heard about.
Yeah.
I'm guessing I would get about 10 pages into that novel and go, fuck this. No.
It could be good.
It could be.
It could be boring too. It could be, but you know,
It could be good, and I could also hate it. This could both be true.
Yeah, it's not mutually exclusive.
especially from that time period. You know, it's like,
Yeah, that's a good question. Thank you, Eli. Is there something you've been watching?
last night I watched the Strangers Chapter 3. I'm so
God.
glad to be done with that series. I had to see it through. I saw the first one, I saw the second one, so I had to see this one, and it's just all three of them are just horrible, just boring, and just the original movie's pretty good. I've came to the conclusion, but yeah, these Rennie Harlan trilogy, it's so stupid because it's like they're all about an hour and a half long. So it's essentially one movie. So what you have is a 4.5 hour movie that you could have easily probably done in an hour and a half. 3 hours of wasted time, and
So it's The Hobbit, basically.
yeah. Are you talking about the book or the movies?
I wonder if it was supposed to be a series or something. Oh, sorry.
Well, yeah, I mean that they made 3 movies out of something that should have been one movie.
Yeah, because the book is, I love the book, but the Hobbit book is like it's short. It's like 200 pages or something. It's a little book.
I think it's got to be long. It's got to be at least 300. I think
maybe 300. Yeah, but it's not like it's much substantially shorter than like those Lord of the Rings books. But yeah.
But yeah, I saw the first Hobbit, and then I was like, yeah, I'm done.
It's terrible. Yeah, it was just, I don't know what happened between the Lord of the Rings days and that, but it's like something happened. They didn't have it. They didn't have that magic anymore. It was gone, long gone.
Yeah, it just felt like stretched out for
Yeah.
a paycheck or something.
Yeah, it was terrible. So yeah, I saw that. Glad for that to be over. And then what else did I see? Here, you guys can talk. I'll go
Okay.
pull my phone out.
Was Strangers 2 the one with the origin story?
Yeah. This current series is basically the origin story, and which is almost baffling to like. I know the like nobody wanted an origin story for like Michael Myers. Imagine how less you want an origin story for these characters that never had an identity to begin with. It's just really weird. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend you guys watch any of them.
Yeah, I saw the first two like Strangers Pray at Night, I believe is the second one.
Yeah, I didn't see that one actually. That's the only one I haven't seen now. I heard it's bad. I heard it's pretty bad.
Yeah, I guess it's watchable as a direct-to-video sequel, I thought.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was terrible.
I didn't finish it.
I heard it's more of like just like a straight kind of just dumb slasher movie compared to like the first one is a little bit more like smarter, and the first one's a very decent movie. I actually kind of like it. Original, I mean. Yeah, the Liv Tyler.
Yeah, it's dumb. I would concur.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Have you been watching anything, Scott?
I watched The Place Beyond the Pines, which I had never seen, which was that 2012 or something.
Oh yeah, with
Ryan Gosling, Bradley Cooper, a cast of thousands. There's a ton of people.
It has like intersecting stories. Is that right?
Kind of, yeah. It kind of like it's. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if anyone cares about spoilers for this movie, but it's like a new movie starts every 45 minutes or so. Like we switch to. Okay, now we're following Bradley Cooper, and now we're following Bradley Cooper's son, but I thought it was really well done. I didn't know anything about it, which maybe helped because I was going. The setup is Ryan Gosling is this like motorcycle stunt guy in the circus, and as he comes through the town he was in last year, he sees Eva Mendes and sees that she has a kid and it's his, so he wants to stick around and be a father, but he's a fuck up and doesn't really know how to do anything but ride motorcycles. So he decides he's going to start robbing banks, which goes about as well as you would expect. And then, it follows on to follow other characters and stuff. I enjoyed it quite a bit. It's pretty long, but it didn't feel long because it keeps, it kind of keeps refreshing and becoming a different thing. So that was my good movie I watched this week.
Yeah, I'm remembering this now. I did like this when it came out.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I'd recommend it.
I watched for the first time. I watched The Hitcher. I mentioned it to Scott already, but Tom, I'd never seen The Hitcher before. I'd always wanted to, and I was like,
seen The Hitcher?
Yeah, I've always been like every
God.
like 10 years, like I gotta watch this movie. I gotta watch The Hitcher, and I just would never do it. Yeah, it's great. Really, really, really enjoyed it.
The Sean Bean one, right?
That I haven't seen, the remake. The remake, or there's what I heard is even more of a disaster, like a 2007 or something, a sequel that they made.
I saw the sequel. It's isn't Jake Busey in it? Isn't Jake Busey the villain?
Yeah, I think so.
That was not good.
Mm-hmm.
But man, the first one is so fucking good. I got the 4K of it when it came out.
Oh yeah, I need to get that. That's mandatory. I heard it looks so much better because the DVD does not look great.
Yeah, even for DVD, because it was like released on DVD in like 1997 or something.
Yeah, it was like an early DVD. I was reading I don't know how much you guys know about Eric Red, the guy that wrote The Hitcher, and he wrote like Near Dark and some other cool stuff. I was looking at his Wikipedia page. I'm like, man, this guy literally sounds like he lived the life you would have expected him to live. Like literally, like one of the first stories on his page is like And in 2000, he crashed his truck into a bar, like literally crashed into it. Like his truck was inside the bar, killed 2 people. He gets out of his truck and picks up a broken piece of glass, I guess, from his truck and tried to kill himself with it, slit his own throat, but failed in doing so, and he lived. And he's doing okay now, I guess. But like, can you? He kind of got lucky. He got Vince Neil'd. Like he didn't really he didn't do much jail time or anything.
Was this before he was a writer or after?
This is like in 2000.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so well after his career is basic at that point. Probably, I don't think he was doing much.
In the shitter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did hear about that.
What a bizarre story! I couldn't believe it.
And people like, commenting that it was almost like a scene from The Hitcher.
So is. He lived. The man lived. He walked the walk, and he talked the talk. He sounds batshit crazy too. Like, have you guys ever heard about like what The Hitcher was supposed to be? Like, he wrote this like 300-page screenplay, and it was ultra violent, like more violent than most movies that still have been made, like kids getting killed and like on screen and stuff. And they're like, yeah, no, we're gonna trim this down. But
yeah, I just heard that that was had more violence in it. I didn't know specifically what the original script was. But I remember one of the great things about the movie is Rutger Hauer's character is, it's not a standard villain.
no,
It's not really clear why he's doing the things he's doing.
nope.
And then so it leaves it really open to interpretation.
I agree. I watched it a couple times too. When I first watched it, my problem with it was like, I don't understand John Ryder's motivations. But then after watching it again, I'm like, oh, he doesn't really need any. His motivations are his own. You don't need to know them, or that maybe there are none.
Well, yeah, I just take it like he's just intentionally fucking with C. Thomas Howell.
Yeah.
Like that's his whole. He just wanted to find somebody to test.
Yeah.
In this way.
Yeah. Some people, there's like a lot of theories to that movie. Some people think that like he's like supernatural, like he's not even a human, just because of the way that like he shows up places. That's plausible. I think. I don't know what to think about that. But it's
and it's open to where you could definitely have that interpretation.
Yeah.
Or like why are these two guys tied together? Why did he pick C. Thomas Howell? Because it does seem just like he just picked a random guy.
Yeah. Or was it? He saw something in him. Who knows?
Yeah. That just makes the movie really unique to me.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of movies where someone's, on a road trip or something, and there's a serial killer, and they see something they shouldn't have seen, and the serial killer comes after them, and you have very straight motivation.
Yeah.
Yeah, and part of that, like, Roger Ebert gave the movie 0 stars.
He hated it. Yeah.
And I think part of that was like there didn't seem like any moral center to the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like Ryder is a bad guy that gets his comeuppance, or is motivated by something. He's just like killing people just because he gets off on it, or I don't know.
Yeah, and Ebert hated that. He hated like the mean-spirited type characters and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's funny because like you got to admit, it also does weird things with like, I guess a lot of people that saw it years and years ago, maybe back then in '86 or whatever, feel the same way about it that some people felt about Texas Chainsaw Massacre, because there's so many crazy scenes that like are described but you don't see, like they're off screen, like the where Jennifer Jason Leigh gets killed. You don't see any of it, and then there's the part where John Ryder's like, oh yeah, that guy right there, I cut off his arms and his legs and his head, but you don't see any of it. But it still like hits you. You're like, holy fuck.
Yeah, and then part of it is that it's like, well, he in that moment he could be lying,
True.
like he's just playing a game, so you don't really know.
You don't see any blood or anything in that car, so yeah, he could have just been making that shit up.
I think they should make a trilogy explaining his origin.
And it would just suck, you know, because then you'd be like, oh, he was touched as a child. That's why. That's why. I knew it was something nefarious.
He killed somebody in the sandbox or something. I don't know.
Yeah, he started off as an altar boy. Yeah, see, that would be ridiculous.
He's under directive from an evil corporation.
Yeah,
it's like a pseudo Kmart, and they're just a board of directors, and they have we need to just have a guy going around killing people.
Yeah,
and then we'll just pay him a bunch of money, and then that explains everything.
Yeah,
evil corporate overlords.
What Scott just mentioned. That's a thing that like that. There's no way you could do that right. There would be no way that you could make that movie good, because no matter what, it'd be like we didn't want to know any of it. You know, like
I think it sounds like 4.5 hours of pure entertainment.
3 movies that could have been done in one.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Yeah, it's just
I'm not even joking either. I'm not even joking.
Yeah, at the end, it's just he gets a phone call on his cell phone. And it just says Mossad comes up, like, or Mossad headquarters. And you're like, oh, that explains it. Like, have the new director's cut where they explain everything.
Yeah. He pulls off a mask like Scooby-Doo style, and it's Jeffrey Epstein underneath. Oh yeah, but yeah, I'm glad I finally saw it.
My son told me today that there's something going around about Epstein being alive because someone's using his Fortnite account.
I saw that too.
And I just was like, I think if he faked his own death and went into hiding, he would be smart enough not to use his Fortnite account.
Yeah.
And then we both started riffing on it. It's like, oh, maybe he had so many sweet skins, he just can't give them up. Like, I don't care if they get me back. I'm not giving up my freaking death skin.
Took me forever to get those.
Can't even get them now.
I had to buy a lot of packs. Skin
packs. Speaking of which, I watched the second Sister Street Fighter movie. Well, this is I will explain.
Cool.
This is the Arrow. I think there's 5 movies.
Damn.
And then, of course, Street Fighter is a famous series of movies starring Sonny Chiba.
Mm-hmm.
And these are Japanese, and this is the girl version series. And you know, it's like I was like reading about the Epstein files, so I'm like, well, let me take my mind off of it and watch some chopsaki action. And so there's the evil gang in the movie, and there's actually I guess the implication is that they're also child traffickers. So it's actually like the guy, the main mobster's, his office, he has a giant portrait of like a naked 13-year-old in the background.
God.
So just FYI, there's that, and at least in this is the Arrow US. It might be, I bet if it's there, you know, the UK version, I bet it's cut out.
Is it tasteful though?
No. Well, I mean, relatively speaking, I guess so.
As far as your naked 13-year-old pictures,
Yeah.
It's all right.
Yeah.
Literally as much as it can be.
If you think the Scorpions album cover is tasteful, then this is tasteful.
Yeah.
Nice.
Which is to say, not at all. But
Was
if you,
Sonny Chiba in the first one?
yeah, he's in the first one,
Okay.
but he's not in this one.
Oh, cool.
But I think this is as good as the first one to me. But basically, she's just going after this gang. And if you remember the movie we talked about, Catch the Heat, where they're smuggling like with heroin or whatever it is and breast implants.
Oh yeah, that's right.
In this movie, this gang is smuggling diamonds in girls' butts, but not
Diamonds up the
not
butt.
in not in their asshole, but like in the butt cheek.
So they're
So,
just
like-
holding on to it
No. They sew it's like a hole in your butt cheek,
surgically. Okay,
and then surgically implant them into their butts.
that would not make sitting down.
Step.
What was that, Scott?
Said it seems like an unnecessary extra step.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Maybe it just maybe they TSA is completely confused by that. They go, well, there's no way there's diamonds in their sewn into their butts. There's zero chance of that happening. Just go through.
No one would do that.
So maybe at the time that worked. I don't know. Yeah, so this is good. I really like when she finally defeats the head gangster. It's a short scene, but it's really awesome because there's some like wire fu stuff that they do. Yeah, so this was entertaining, but be careful about there's child porn in the movie. Briefly.
Be prepared.
And and I talked about there was that other movie that she's in that I talked about, and I forget the name of it already. But it's like a Charlie's Angels type of thing.
Hey.
Where she's a race car driver that's fights drug dealers. Whatever that
Of
movie
course.
was. Yeah, that was Catch the Heat. Unless there's multiple movies that have that plot.
Probably. Well, breasts, not butts.
Yeah.
I have heard of like smuggling like drugs, like heroin in breast implants. I've heard of that
Yeah, in real life, you mean?
in real life. Yeah, so I could see that being like a movie or something too.
Yeah, that because there's like like drug mule dramas and stuff.
Yeah, there's tons of those.
But the common one that I remember is like they put drugs in a baggie and then you swallow it, so it's in your stomach. I remember seeing that in a movie.
Oof. Yeah, that's a real method, I guess, that people would do too, which is incredibly dangerous. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? I would never. Well, I guess that's the point. You don't really have a choice, I don't think.
Or just in your butthole.
I would much rather do that than swallow it, though, because like I just feel like, what if they broke open or something? I don't know. You're fucked. You're so dead.
Yeah.
Eli, don't listen. Tom, Eli just said he likes things in his butt. You heard that, right?
I just feel like it'd be safer, like, like, if I had to do it.
For a paycheck. Only.
Yeah, a lot. It'd have to be a good paycheck too. A damn good paycheck.
Anything else you wanted to talk about? Scream 7 is coming out apparently, because apparently there's a they're going to show the trailer tomorrow during the Super Bowl. They bought a Super Bowl ad.
Oh God, they're really
But
going for it.
But the trailer's already out because I saw you reacted to it, Eli.
Yeah, I'll go see it, but I'm hoping it's the last Scream movie, because I'm a fan of the series, but it's really been done since like 3 probably. Although I did enjoy 5.
I appreciate that they're cramming everything I don't care about in the Super Bowl.
Well, that way you can just miss out on everything all at once.
Right. I actually scheduled a stream to do during the Super Bowl because my wife and kid are going to be watching it. And I'm just going to be bored. So.
I'm not gonna be watching it. I don't really watch football anymore. I used to like it. I don't care anymore.
I will be watching it.
Yeah, that's cool. We'll be with you there in spirit.
Yeah. But I've seen all the Scream movies. I don't hate any of them.
Yeah, me either. No, I enjoy it overall, but it's like, come on, guys.
I saw 4, and I don't remember a thing about it.
4 is most people's like least favorite out of like the whole franchise.
Then,
so
yeah, 5 came out. I was like, yeah, I think I'm good.
yeah, I enjoyed 5, but was it like necessary? Fuck no. But I enjoyed it. It was fun.
Yeah, and then Hard Eyes was basically a Scream movie.
It was
more or less.
Yeah. Oh, did you see Hard Boiled in the theater? Or
No, we talked about that, but
right.
I was snowed in and sick.
That's right. I'm gonna try to make the next one.
I did want to, but yeah, I think the next one is in March, maybe.
I think so. Which movie is it?
Is it The Killer?
It's
a good question.
I don't think so. I think it was a different one.
Or Better Tomorrow?
Yeah, I think it's Better Tomorrow. Unless I overlooked The Killer or something. But yeah, I'm gonna try to catch that.
I really should upgrade those. Those are such kind of important movies to me.
Yeah.
All I have is probably the first DVD that ever came out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's early March, Better Tomorrow.
Okay, cool.
Oh, they added shows for Hard Boiled.
Oh shit!
But they already passed.
Oh damn!
So February 1st and 2nd, they added shows.
You gotta pay attention.
Sorry, I got you excited, and then I giveth and I taketh away.
That was mean. There's more, but no, you missed them.
It was like the scene in the Toxic Avenger movie. There's no cure for this.
Yeah.
You know there is. You just need a lot of money or whatever.
How bad are movies doing, or new theatrical movies doing, when it's like they get 3 days for Hard Boiled, and like that's not enough. We need to add 2 more shows.
Yeah.
It's like they're bumping some new movie.
Well, when I saw Strangers 3 last night, or Chapter 3, there was we were the only people there, but there was no one else there in the whole theater. It was like in one of the big rooms too, like 100 seats or whatever. I couldn't believe it. Like, yeah, this place is definitely going out of business. There's no way this is sustainable. Yeah, I don't know.
Is this true, Scott? You could cram everything you didn't like into Nicki Minaj's butt too.
I would have no knowledge of that. I barely know who that is. She's like, wasn't she in that Lady Marmalade video or something? Is that her?
I don't think so. I don't
think
she was in
Aguilera.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I don't think she was on the scene yet at that time. That was pre.
Then I actually don't know.
I could not name I know her name. I couldn't name a song or anything.
Don't call me racist because I thought it was her.
You're thinking Lil Kim?
I don't think Lil Kim was in that.
Yeah,
that was a long time ago, wasn't it? Yeah.
Was Lil Kim in that movie?
No, in the Lady video. Marmalade video.
Oh, the video. Okay.
I'm gonna look it up.
Well, because that's the songs from a movie, wasn't it? The Marmalade.
Yeah, the Moulin Rouge.
Rouge, I think. Right?
Okay. Yeah.
That's what when Scott thinks of modern black artists, he thinks of Moulin Rouge from 2001.
Is Christina Aguilera still out there doing shit?
Yeah, she's a hot chick on the scene.
The only thing I've really, like, I know who she is, but I just remember saying the Ben Shapiro video when he's reading the wet ass pussy lyrics.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
To say that this is not what people should be listening to.
Yeah. You know who we shouldn't be listening to is Ben Shapiro.
Yeah.
Apparently no one is, though. I've heard he inflates his numbers massively.
Yeah,
all right, so it was Lil Kim, so what? What's your point?
Huh? What was that, Scott?
I said, so it was Lil Kim, so what?
You were right.
No,
you were actually.
I was not.
Oh, okay.
Also,
just
something
kidding.
called Maya, which I don't know what that is.
I remember Maya.
and Pink, who I fucking hate with all my soul.
Yeah, Pink was annoying. Like every time you saw her face, she was just like making some weird.
She sticks her tongue out. That means she's punk rock.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. And she has pink hair.
Yeah.
Pretty punk. Pink hair that was probably costed thousands of dollars in some fancy hair studio.
Oh,
Very
so
fun.
okay. I honestly, if I had to put money down, was Nicki Minaj in that video? I would have said yes.
The only reason I would have said no, the only reason is because I think she was not quite out at the time.
She might not have been
had,
born.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, she might have been like a kid. Had she been though, I would have probably agreed with you too.
More and more, I've realized that time is very elastic. Like to me, the difference between 1985 and 1990 is huge, but the difference between 2005 and now is nothing.
Yeah,
Like, it's just all one big blur.
I know what you mean. For me, after like 2010 or so, nothing just seems real. If it was proven that we like were caught in some kind of paradox, I would have fully believe it. Like nothing has seemed real since then. Like shit sucks now. I'm not talking politically. I'm just talking fucking everything sucks.
I just bought the new Mayhem album, and I was like, I when I bought it, I really thought like, oh wow, they just came out with one. Like this is kind of quick for them. And then I looked it up as 2019. So,
Are you serious? It was that long ago?
7 years.
Wow, I would have done the same thing. Wow, I thought their last album was 3-4 years ago. Okay.
I really would have said like 2023.
Yeah. Is it any good?
I haven't heard it yet. I just got it.
Yeah, I'll definitely get
probably not, but I bought it anyway.
It's at least gonna be decent. It's not gonna be
the last one was all right. Yeah, they're usually all right.
Yeah.
When did they put out the Demon album or Damon or whatever?
That was the 2019 one.
Okay.
But they did have, I think why we're thinking that it was more recent. They've like released a live album since then, and they did an EP since then too.
Yeah. They've been kind of out there. Yeah.
So because I would have thought the album was not 7 years ago.
Yeah, I remember digging the 2019 album, Demon, or however you say it.
It's pretty good. I like for me, for their modern stuff, I think Ordo Ad Ko is the best by far.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's
and
really
I
cool
hated
album.
it when it came out.
Yeah, me too. Like, what is this muddy sounding mess?
Yeah.
You know, like that's what's cool about it. It's weird sounding and muddy and kind of sounds like shit.
But like a lot of people, when I got Grand Declaration of War, like the day it came out. So I think I was working at Tower Records at the time, so it's pretty easy to get stuff when it came out. and I did not like it at all, but then it really grew on me.
Same here. Yeah, I hated it when I first heard it. What the fuck is this? It's cool. I love it now. I think it's awesome.
Yeah. All right. Any other things that you watched you wanted to talk about? Either one of you guys? I have a couple more things I could.
I tried to watch Asylum today from 2008. I don't know. I recorded it during Halloween.
Sounds familiar.
It's sad girl goes to college, and it is the new dorm is a former asylum where some crazy doctor killed people or something.
Oh god, sounds original.
I don't think it was PG-13, but it might as well have been. Like, it's that kind of movie. She walks onto campus, and her walk to her dorm is, let's introduce all the characters. Oh, hey, here's the crazy maintenance guy who seems weird, but probably is a good guy and is going to save the day in the end. Here's the cop who's trying to help, but he's secretly going to be an asshole. Here are the mean girls. I didn't make it very far. It was an absolute...
it's like every 2000s cliche put together.
It was so late 2000s coded. It was ridiculous.
So what brought you to check it out? Were you just like on board?
During Halloween, like various movie channels were just showing, running a bunch of movies, and I still have the old school DVR that's actually a hard drive that will save stuff. So I just started recording a bunch of stuff that I'd never heard of or hadn't seen, just in case, and decided to try one today. And Nope, didn't work. And then besides that, I watched the Exotic Time Machine series of 2 films. They're Surrender Cinema, the Full Moon softcore.
Yeah, I remember the cover. I don't know if I actually watched them though.
I haven't seen them either.
I mean, they're what they are. They were kind of. I put them on while I was like, fucking around on my phone, and people are naked now. I'm gonna look. And then,
Oh, storyline part boring.
I got a set of 12 of them because I wanted the Jacqueline Lavelle movies, and it was cheaper to buy this set than to buy like the 4 movies she was in. So that's why I have them.
So you got to watch them because you have them, or try to at least.
I mean, they were on the TV, and I was in the room, and no one could say that I didn't watch them, even if I really didn't pay strict attention.
It went into your subconscious, in some form or another. You absorbed it.
There are some hot ladies in it. I'm not going to say it was a total waste of time, but
you looked up a couple times from your phone.
There were a couple ladies that when they were on screen, I was paying attention.
Got your attention. Fair enough.
Yeah, I was going to say about Asylum. There's a lot of movies called Asylum.
Oh,
so I've seen a few of them, but not that one.
Yeah.
There's one from the early 70s, which is a British horror anthology. I think Amicus.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's actually really good.
Yeah.
And it's written by Robert Bloch, who wrote Psycho.
Yeah. Christopher Lee, I think, is in it. Or no. Peter Cushing is in it.
Peter and Herbert Lom.
Yeah.
I think that's the one when Herbert Lom is like the doll maker. So it's like the creepy dolls.
Yeah, it's a great anthology.
And there's also, I have kind of a funny story. There's another Asylum from maybe 2012 or something.
Oh God.
Did you ever, there was a podcast called Comedy Film Nerds. You probably never heard of it.
I've heard of it.
Okay.
I haven't ever seen it.
But
it
was one of the guys at Comedy Film Nerds wrote the Asylum, and then it was like produced in Europe or something, and then the director apparently like ran away with the production, like stole the money and made his own movie, and like didn't talk to the producers or something.
Wow.
And then so what they did is they did like a Mystery Science Theater. They just had a bunch of footage that they thought was horrible, so they just did like a Mystery Science Theater thing where they had 2 editors editing all this nonsensical horror footage as a way to finish the movie. Did that make sense? Yeah. So it's like you have all this horror movie footage, so it's like we'll make a movie within a movie where the premise is these 2 editors are making fun of this footage that they're editing.
It's kind of cool.
As a way to salvage the movie. But I did like, because I would listen to this podcast and he would talk about the production, what a disaster it was. And I did like a my own trailer re-edit of the footage to make it seem like it was Clerks. And then like I posted it on their message board, and they actually shot it out on the show. Like, oh, this dude re-edited the movie to make it seem like it's a version like it's like Clerks. It used to be up on YouTube, but it got a copyright thing because I use songs from Clerks from the Clerks soundtrack.
Can't do that anymore.
When you say Asylum, that's what I think of. So
no, this was the Asylum probably nobody's ever seen. I don't even know why it was being shown on TV. It was a direct to DVD waste of time.
Sounds like it exactly.
Oh, and then Simon mentioned the Melania documentary. There was one funny. I watched the Mark Commode review of it, and he had a pretty amazing quote at the end. It was like, "This movie is more depressing than Cannibal Holocaust in a Serbian film." And like he said that now I want to see it. Like more depressing than a Serbian film.
I saw like 10 seconds of the trailer, and she goes, here we go again. And I was like, oh
Yeah.
my God, I'm out.
Yeah.
Well, I can't even like in the trailer. I can't even understand half the shit she says.
Yeah. I never realized that it was her English was that broken. I was like, oh, it's still okay.
Yeah, hasn't she been in the U.S. since like the early '90s?
Yeah, long time. I guess that Slovenian accent is very it's a thick one.
I got a stash of like European men's magazine, shall we say. I keep expecting to see it just turn a page in like a 1995 something, and there she is. As
That would be
happened yet.
awesome.
I'm
That would
still
be
doing
awesome.
research.
That'd be so cool. Screenshot it, tag the White House or something. Didn't they in Russia at one point? Didn't Putin like air like? Didn't he like show pictures of Melania naked like on fucking TV or something? I could have sworn I heard he did that, or someone in Russia.
I
did
never
it.
heard that.
I don't know.
Not long ago, like a couple years ago or something.
I wouldn't be surprised if that freaking clown like took a Playmate centerfold and like just like crudely glued her face onto it or something.
It
Yeah.
is Melania.
What's Russian state propaganda? So whatever they said, it's the opposite is true. So if they said this is Melania, then we know it wasn't.
Yeah, this is not Melania.
You
It is.
You just invert whatever they say.
It's the Russian.
You know,
it's how you
It's
translate.
like George Costanza, opposite. You know, just do the opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bought some or Eli's or something you wanted to.
Oh no, I'm good.
Okay. I could show off something else here. I got this. I blind bought this box set. I had a coupon at Barnes and Noble, and they had a 50% off Radiance sale. This company Radiance, and I got this. It's just French noir movies, and I didn't know what these were, but it ended up only being $25 for the box set. So I was like, well, I'll just get them.
Yeah.
But like this box is pretty sick. I like this artwork.
That is cool.
I just know that the director is this actor. He's in this movie Rififi, which is like considered one of the ultimate heist movies. It's like a French diamond heist movie that's been ripped off many times from the 50s. And that's the only thing I know this guy from. It's Robert Hossein or something. Whatever his name is. But the movie that I saw is called Nude in a White Car from 1958.
The title.
And the opening is pretty awesome. It's just the guy walking along the street, and this blonde picks him up in a Cadillac convertible. Like, hey, I'll drive you wherever you're going. And then she pulls out her tits to fuck the guy, and then she changes her mind and pulls out a gun and tells him to leave the car, and then tries to run him over with her car, with her Cadillac.
Crazy.
But he never sees her face. He just sees the blonde hair. It's pretty amazing because this is 1958. That the movie just opens with like a lady pulling at her tits, and you see her tits.
Wow.
But France was different.
Yeah.
But basically he figures out who owns the car, and it's actually two blonde sisters, but one of them's in a wheelchair, and one of them and the other one like can't drive at night for whatever reason, or doesn't drive at night. And then he's like falling for both of them while trying to figure out which one tried to kill him. So it's kind of like it's like a really cool noir setup, but it's more of like a kind of psychodrama thing, which is a lot of the French noirs are like that, where it's more character-based psychodrama. It's not so much a ton of clues and plot, depending on which one it is. But like a lot of like some of the Claude Chabrol movies, or uh when Mississippi Mermaid as a Truffaut movie, like a noir, but it's more character-based. Yeah, I thought it was good, especially that opening is really awesome for this type of movie.
Sounds cool.
So Scott's onto it.
He's onto it.
Yep. I mean, I got to see the opening scene at least.
He's got to see those 1958 titties.
That's right.
French 1958 titties.
It's part of my lifelong research project.
Yeah, give me a second. Let me think of this. Yeah, there's a a Bergman movie from 1953 called Summer with Monica. And there was a big scandal because you could see tits in it at one point. And then on some VHS tape somewhere, I have the American trailer. They just sold it as a sex movie, basically. And it's pretty hilarious because the Ingmar Bergman movie, they just sold it like, come and see tits.
That's all it is.
Ingmar
All it's going to
Bergman's.
be.
Like, it's pretty awesome. And because I don't know if it's on YouTube. But that was part of the thing with, any 50s European art house movies. Some of them, they did have nudity when, the American movies did not.
Definitely not tits in the American movies from the 50s.
Yeah. Except for, maybe like super reprobate underground stuff,
That's true. I'll be right back, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah, when were those early Russ Meyer? Were those in the 50s?
Yeah, but then I'm trying to think like he had like Immoral Mr. T's.
That's the one I
It
was
was in
thinking.
the early 60s is when he started doing nudity, I think.
Oh, okay.
But even then, like, he had to fight, laws. Oh, that was, yeah, because that was actually 59.
I've never seen it. That had nudity though, right?
Yeah, but yeah, I'm looking at I guess because that was basically like a breakout movie, but he had to, deal with various legal issues around that.
Right.
Yeah, so that was, because he went to court in 1960. Yeah, but that was sort of a turning point, like in 1960 with his movie. Because before that, there were certain movies where exploitation movies, where it was like a documentary about a nudist camp, or a documentary about a gynecologist or something.
He
Or
did
like
like a stripper documentary too, right?
Yeah, but there's some things where they would get away with it, like pretending it's a documentary, and then they would have tits in it. But it was, that's how they would get around the law, basically. But then
Right.
Moral Mr. T's was one where it's just gratuitous nudity, and there's no pretext that it's, a documentary. So it was changing around that time, but he still had to, in the early 60s, you would get banned or get sued or get arrested for showing nudie movies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Simon said I've got some underground porn from the 50s. I have a book coming that might shed some light on it. So, have you heard of the what's it called? The History of Men's Magazines by Diane Hansen. It's a 6-volume set. They're like textbooks. They're like hardcover. They're like, I think they list for $70. So I've always kind of wanted them, but it's like that's way too much money. Well, the publisher's having a sale this weekend. They're $30, so I ordered them all. So I'll be able to report back on 50s underground porn, at least in magazine form.
All right, that sounds cool. No, I was not aware of those. Actually, because I referenced Mark Commode earlier, his wife is a like film academic, and she wrote like a giant tome about erotic thrillers.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is this like an academic text or something? Like that's how you have to get it?
Yeah, probably something that you would hate, maybe. It's like,
well, no, not necessarily, but usually like a book like that would be like normally be 50, but if it's like a textbook, it'd be 200. That was kind of where I was coming from.
Yeah, I just mean it's probably like very academic writing, but maybe it isn't. I'd have to. I don't even remember her name.
I can get into that if it's like a subject that I care about. There was one about men's adventure novels, like The Executioner and The Destroyer, and those kind of series of books. It was an academic book. Somebody was teaching a class on it, and I really wanted this book, and it was like freaking $150. Like, no, not doing it.
Okay, now.
Yeah, so it's Linda Ruth Williams is her name, and it's the erotic thriller in contemporary cinema, and you can get it on Amazon for like $50.
Oh, okay.
And it's let me see here. It's about 500 pages.
Okay. Yeah, I wonder, like, after about 50 pages of it, I'm gonna be like, all right, I'm good. If it's gonna be, super dry.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. Because I have some books like that, but because I went to film school.
Mm-hmm.
Like years ago, I wrote a piece about one famous one is the Men, Women, and Chainsaws, that academic book about slasher movies.
Okay.
That I think is mostly terrible, except for the bit about I Spit on Your Grave. But it's like very postmodern. Like she doesn't really know what she's talking about, but she's trying to make it as complicated as possible. Except for I think
I'm here, by the way, guys. I just want to let you know I'm here. I knocked my camera down when I went. I'm fixing it.
So yeah, another one I got in that same sale. This it sort of ties into like television, but it's this movie about a prostitute called Rosella Rose Fille Publique. It's like so that means like public girl. Like it's a super nice way of calling her whore. But it's like this is like a very idealized portrait of a prostitute. where it's it's like a pretty nice life to be this is like a low end prostitute in Paris. But the lead girl is smoking hot, and she only wears like red and blue primary colors, except for the French when she was wearing the French maid thing. But I watched there's a TV interview with the two stars of the movie, and they show a clip of the trailer, and there's full bush in the trailer, and they just showed that on regular French TV, full bush, to talk about
They're
the movie.
so sophisticated.
Yeah, and this was in '86. And also like her prostitute is a super good guy in this, and basically like she's so good at her job, like every guy wants to fuck her and doesn't want to fuck any of the other prostitutes, so they sit around and complain. And then she wants to retire because she has sex with this one guy that fucks her so good that she cries. So she's like, I need to run off with this guy. But her pimp won't let her because she's raking in so much money. And then she doesn't want to, just leave him hanging because he's such a good guy, her pimp.
Right.
And then there's a tragic turn, which I will not reveal.
It ties into our movie. The guy he's such a cocksman that he just drives women crazy with the pleasure he can give them.
Yeah. Interestingly. Yeah, I didn't know who this actress, Marianne Basler, is the lead actress.
Not familiar.
Yeah, I hadn't seen her before, but good Lord.
Sounds like I need to.
And Radiance, there's Radiance UK and Radiance US. So these are Radiance US releases. And they're sort of, I guess their thing is they're sort of like Criterion, but for more obscure movies.
Okay.
So like Criterion releases like Seijun Suzuki, the crazy Japanese director. They'll release his more famous movies, and then Radiance has released some of his more obscure movies.
Okay.
So it's like stuff that Criterion passes on is what kind of Radiance, not literally, but sort of a way to think about it. But I'm sort of really digging some of their stuff because they've been releasing a lot of stuff that's never been released in America ever. So I think that's pretty cool.
I need to get on those sales. I keep forgetting to go to the Barnes and Noble.
Yeah, the other thing with Barnes and Noble, which is nice, is if you have the basic rewards account, it's free to join, and then if you spend $100, you get a $5 coupon. So that's an additional
5%
thing. Yeah, 5% off basically.
Yeah.
I haven't been in our Barnes and Noble in so long, but last time I felt like the whole entire media section was just destroyed. So I don't know. I don't know if it would be even worth it for me to go in.
Yeah, it varies greatly depending on what location.
Okay.
Because they're like near. There's one 20 minutes away that literally the only media they have is just a rack of vinyl records, and that's it. And then there's the Barnes and Noble near Reagan International Airport. They have like a huge movie section. They even have like some imports, like Australian and UK imports, and just tons and tons and tons of Criterion stuff and all kinds of stuff. So like it varies greatly location to location.
Yeah, that makes sense. All stores do nowadays. It's kind of annoying. It's frustrating. You go into one, you're like, "Oh, this is awesome." You half an hour away, different town. You're like, "What the hell?"
Yeah, so if you're looking for movies, you have to figure out like which one near you actually carries a lot of movies.
Okay.
Yeah, you do.
That's good to know, because I was thinking like, geez, did they really? Because I hear about all these sales. Like, did they really beef up the movie section? I remember there not being any, but yeah, I think mine is one of the dead ones.
Yeah. All right. I don't know what's going on with Eli. He's having camera problems. I guess we could talk about our movie.
Cool.
Hot Springs Turtle Geisha, also known as Soft Shell Turtle Geisha, Hot Springs Kiss Geisha. I did not know this originally, but this is actually, there's 4 of these movies, and this is part 4. Although with a lot of Japanese, these sort of exploitation Japanese movies, this is 1972. I should have said that. They're really not connected plot wise. So any of like the girl boss movies, or I talked about the delinquent schoolgirl movies, they might be kind of similar, but there's no like plot carryover from part 1 to part 2 to part
Yeah.
3.
More thematic.
Yeah. But this is, yeah, the 4th one, the other 3 being Hot Spring Geisha, Hot Springs Earthworm Geisha, Hot Springs Devil Tongue Geisha.
Ooh, that sounds good.
And I don't think any of these have ever been released in the US in any form, as far as I know.
Where did you get this? Some sketchy download?
Yeah.
Okay.
With sketchy subtitles. So it was honestly a little hard to understand what was going on at certain times.
Yeah, I've seen worse. I'll say I've seen worse, but they weren't great.
No. And for this movie, there's no user, at least in English, there's no user or critic reviews for this movie on IMDb. 0.
Oh wow.
I will say it's only 2 scenes, but the blackface stuff makes this movie worth it to see it. I thought the blackface stuff delivered.
I was a little disappointed because you teased with that, and I thought it'd be more a part of the movie.
No, it's only 2 scenes.
It still rolled.
But it delivered. Because I've been disappointed many times with uses of blackface.
Yeah.
But not this time.
No. There's still a little racism. That character rolled.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what happened to Eli. Where's the... Oh. Yeah, and then the other thing is it stars Miki Sugimoto, who she had a pretty short career in these types of movies, and I think for only like 5 years, and I think she retired to start a family. But I have some. I showed off. I should have done this first, but some other discs that she's in. The one movie I initially saw her in was Girl Boss Gorilla, which is the 3rd movie in the Girl Boss collection, where she's basically the star of. It's just a girl biker gang that drives around with their tits out and beats up men. And then she actually falls in love with this guy in the movie that ends up getting killed. And so there's like some plot. That to me is my favorite movie. That was released on DVD in the US. Girl Boss Gorilla. And there's like Zero Woman Red Handcuffs that she's in. This is another one that's really good. Violent Panic, The Big Crash. which is his heist movie. And that's her, like, right there.
Okay.
And I mentioned this before, but Tokugawa Sex Band. She plays the geisha in that one too. That's her at the bottom. So, all right. Yeah, so she plays a stripper in this one, and it's hard to see, but a guy comes up on stage, and she like locks his head, and he starts licking her leg. Yeah. So basically, plot wise, yeah, she's plays a stripper who's a fake college student. And I don't know if that's a thing where that would only happen in Japan, where like you want to go to classes, but you don't want to actually get a degree, so you just get a fake college ID. But that's what she does, anyways.
Yeah,
Or maybe she can't afford it.
I was confused. What I mean, maybe to get her because her sister thought she's going to college. Is that why?
Well, yeah, her sister was angry that, well, she basically kept up a lie that she was going to college for 2 years.
Okay, right.
So I think it's just to be respectable, I guess. Storming the strip club stage. And then her sister is in well, we'll get to it, but yeah, excited. Oh, sorry, it's nudity. Her sister is in law school, and she's a geisha at a hot springs. Or that's what it's called. Whatever, whatever it's called. And they had the classic gimmick of, she's working this, like, it's sort of like a Playboy type club. And then like this guy she likes and one of her professors from school both show up. You have to have that in every stripper comedy.
Right, right.
Like, oh my God, you work here? Yeah, so she was faking being a student for 2 years while working as a stripper, and she's eating watermelon. I guess because it's very hot.
Now, didn't you want this to be with the other girl?
that would be overdoing it. I would get on Blue Sky and complain if that was the case.
The cancellation of this 50-plus-year-old movie that nobody's seen.
So yeah, I don't remember the character's name, but there's a makeover artist who's a straight guy. I've never heard of a male makeover artist who's straight. They're always, at least if you watch these TV shows, it's always a gay guy.
Mm-hmm.
But he turns Japanese girls into foreign girls. So here is he turned this girl Irish. And then like this nerdy girl comes in and wants to be a Parisian. But he can't pull that. That's too much of an ask. But he's like, well, I can make you black. That's the best I can do.
He puts shoe polish into the formula.
And then, so you're probably asking, how does one turn a girl black? What potion? He has a potion concoction. What goes into that? Well, we'll tell you. Here's the 3 main ingredients. You got Negro extract, coffee bean, and shoe shine powder. and this is her. It's like weird science or something. And I like it. He says, I made a decent Negro for the first time since I started my study. Do you remember that you've seen RoboCop 2?
Yeah,
That scene where they have all the failed versions of the RoboCops.
right. Shooting himself in the head. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see that version for this movie, like all the failed black girls that he fucked up. And then her sister suddenly dies. So for some reason, um, Miki now her sister was like way in debt. So Miki has to pay off her sister's debt. I don't know if that's a Japanese thing.
Yeah, I don't know. And she doesn't seem that like put out about it. She's like, oh, all right.
Yeah.
I guess
So
I'm a
that-
prostitute now.
So the plot, yeah. So that's how it gets her to become a prostitute. Is she's got to pay off her sister's debt. And like, there's a photographer that shows up and hires her for a shoot out of nowhere. And then so there's like, if you sleep with this corporate, the president of this corporation will reduce a part of the debt. And there's like this schoolgirl sex wrestle scene for the Sailor Moon fans. And then so there is like this turtle gimmick that runs throughout the movie. Like her parents ran a turtle soup restaurant. And then there's this dude that she likes that is like a turtle farmer that freed a bunch of turtles into the stream and is looking for baby turtles and is like looking for them. And then part of the metaphor is that her vagina is like a snapping turtle. So it like hooks onto the guy's penis. So that's doing it to this guy.
There's something she said something about they fed her turtle blood instead of milk as a baby.
Yeah, I have that coming up.
Oh, sorry. But they love it.
Yeah.
It's paradise.
Yeah, so this is she explains that her vagina is super gripping because she was fed with blood of soft-shell turtles as a child instead of milk.
It checks out.
I mean, I can't prove that she's wrong.
Yeah, I mean, I've never fed a baby that, so I don't know what would happen.
Yeah. Oh, his Eli's laptop died.
Oh, okay.
So I assume he might be done for the night.
Okay. Now that he's gone, wasn't that weird when he said he wanted things in his butt?
Yeah, obviously he's lying. I mean, this is all. I'm not buying it. Yeah, and then this really explain what I just explained, like the vagina turtle metaphor.
Mm-hmm.
And she has this little turtle in her hand. This is the other blackface scene. So you have the Irish girl on the left.
She's terrifying, the Irish girl.
Yeah. And she has some ridiculous name, and I just forgot it. Oh, it's like Abigail Popcorn or something.
Yeah, yep.
So apparently that's what Japanese think black people names are. I don't know.
Right.
I will say, to their credit, they didn't have her like speak like Ebonics. And that would have been again another bridge too far.
They kept it classy.
Yeah. And I like this in the brothel, the fat mom that's super aggressive. It's always nice to see, like, in a whorehouse, a mother, a mother-daughter relationship.
Yeah,
Because some clients are into that.
right. I'm sure.
And there's a guy with permanent erectile syndrome, so he's always hard. But then there's another guy later that's the opposite, like he can't get it up.
I thought it was the same guy. Because doesn't she
Um,
cure him of that, and then now he can't? I don't know. Maybe not.
oh, yeah, maybe it is, but it's two different syndromes.
Hmm.
Maybe it was the same guy, but I mean, either way, it's like these are this kind of situations they find themselves in. They can't just be a normal guy that shows up and wants to have sex. It's either he's permanently has a hard on or can't get hard.
There's got to be some kind of challenge.
Yeah. Or this guy's penis is shrunk by the soft shell turtle geisha.
Yep.
And I love that the fat mom is always super aggressive. Like she's always like a client comes in and she like runs, just like, forget about these dumb whores.
Yeah.
Come with me. I like this line. I think you cannot function as a woman anymore.
This was after the. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so part of the plot, there's a school of unlimited semen. They team up with that makeover guy. And it's basically like a similar thing to like any kind of comedy, like Breaking 2, Electric Boogaloo, where it's like you have this outside force that's going to contaminate, your innocent business. So they want to turn all the girls into sex addicts and make them foreigners, and which is going to corrupt this business and ruin everything. But then Miki, I didn't really understand, but it's like they have a sex match or something.
Oh yeah, that's the part where my wife woke up and walked out and was like, "What are you watching?" Yeah, the big confrontation at the end.
Yeah, it's like it's like even Oddballs or any 80s movie. It's like there's a big competition at the end. Yeah, here's another quote from the fat mom. Oh, this is what I was talking about. The team up. I will make these girls into sex addicts, and you can make them into foreign girls.
Did I miss something? I don't know why they're doing this, other than that they're bad guys.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Well, they do say that they go around and do this to all the different brothels. So this is like their thing. I think it's just like a take on the evil corporation buying up, private equity metaphor. I don't know.
Kind of an aside, but when those guys met up in that scene, and then they were like reminiscing about knowing each other in the war, it took me a second. I was like, "Holy shit, that was World War II." Like I didn't like it. Didn't I knew this was a '70s movie, but the time difference didn't quite hit me, and I was like, "Holy shit, they're talking about World War II."
And then there's this. I guess they're training for sex competition, or just training these girls to have sex. So they bring in a wrestler guy, which I thought was pretty hilarious. Like he's like the Japanese Mike Rotunda.
Very sweaty.
And obviously, foreign girls, they shake their ass when they move. They don't do that so much in Japan.
Right. All the foreigners are whores.
So the wrestler is making sex on the girl. and he goes too hard, so he gets a foul.
Yeah.
He loses a point. Yeah, so this is what I was referencing. Like every hot spring village has collapsed. So it's just like the evil corporate influence coming in and ruin everything. And
They're
there's
wholesome.
yeah, and there's a whole like sex thing in the stadium competition.
It's very official.
Yeah, and they have a lot of paperwork for the final sex challenge to save the hot springs. And I love that. So there's a girl daughter that lives at the brothel, and she finds out they're turning her mom white, and then so she like just bawls her eyes out. Mama says, "Please take my mama back."
Oh, you probably don't want to bring that up. Never mind. The other scene involving that girl.
Oh. Well, you can if you want, but
Yikes. Well, some pervert comes in and starts like groping who he thinks is one of the girls, and it ends up it's the actual young girl he's filling up, and she just thinks it's funny and laughs at him. But it is a grown man filling up a little girl, so
yeah, I intentionally left that out, but
different times. I had to bring it up. I had to bring the show down.
Yeah. And there's like these sex dolls. The scene where this girl breaks the sex doll, and this is like the beginning of the sex competition. So she's gonna save the whorehouse against these evil dudes, and there's a boob at the end. So you have to watch the movie to actually find out how this turns out.
Who wins?
Who wins the sex competition?
I was incredibly confused by the guy trying to find the turtles. I didn't know what that was about.
Where's the how did I lose the okay, here we go. Sorry. Yeah, I didn't
Like,
I didn't exactly understand what the point was.
Like her dad gave him soup, and then he dedicated his life to turtles, and then he released turtles, but now he wants them back. I don't know. I guess it doesn't matter. She's like, they're like fated to be together or something, but that whole part I didn't get. I don't know if it's a translation problem or what.
Yeah, it's like, why did he even let them go to begin with then?
Yeah. But anyway.
If he loves his turtles, yeah, he let them go, and then wants them back, but I don't know why.
I mean, that's a minor point. It's a ridiculous like sex comedy. It's got blackface. It's got sex competitions. Yeah, I was thoroughly entertained. I really enjoyed watching this.
Well, I'm glad. Yeah, again, I think that the two blackface scenes really are worth the price of admission.
I mean, that's the hook. That's kind of the hook to get you in the door, but the rest of it's fun too.
Just messaging.
I heard this is Justin Trudeau's favorite movie.
It should be. Or actually, it's Soul Man. He's a huge Soul Man guy. See, in Soul Man, see Thomas Howell, he actually does eat watermelon.
Oh, I've never seen it.
Oh, but in the scene, like he it's a dinner scene with Ray Don Chong's parents, I think. Oh no, it's with the white girl's parents. Sorry. And then they're imagining C. Thomas Howell in the future, and like they're married, and like he's a pimp wearing, a pimp eating watermelon. So that's their racist view of who he's going to be as a father
I
if
see.
if he marries their white daughter.
So that's okay. It's a commentary on the evil white racist. It's not.
It's saying her white parents, they have these racist ideas.
You're not supposed to look at the man in blackface eating watermelon and laugh. It's not about that.
No.
Okay, got it.
You're supposed to feel sad.
Right. I do. I mean, I feel sad hearing about it.
I could bring up a picture of that scene.
All right. I don't mean I might start crying, but I'm willing to risk it.
Yeah, and Spike Lee was not a fan of that movie. I don't know if you like. I remember reading. I don't know in what context it was. Like in an interview, someone asked him, "Hey, have you seen Soul Man?" And he just goes off on it.
I mean,
And
he got
it
mad
was-
about Django, so I can't imagine he'd be into Soul
Yeah,
Man.
I remember it was pretty funny. Okay, here we go.
I mean, that's terrible.
Oh, damn it. I lost it. You saw
No,
it though? Here it is. Let me try this again. And he does talk very Ebonics. He plays it like he was an actual pimp. This picture is very low res. I have this movie on VHS.
Has it never been on DVD?
It was on DVD.
Was it? Okay.
No special edition Blu-ray.
The 4K is coming soon from Criterion,
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. Come on.
I was
There
a
we go.
kid when this came out. I didn't know anything about blackface, and even then I was like, "This is kind of weird."
Yeah.
I'm not sure this is okay.
There we go. Somewhere that's somebody's Reddit profile pic.
I mean, it might be mine now. I might change it.
Hey, see Thomas Howell, say what you want about him. He got into it.
Yeah, hey, he committed.
Yeah.
So how does that movie end? Does he change back?
Soul Man?
Yeah.
Yeah, and like apologizes and realizes learns a lesson. It's like a after school ending or
Okay.
after school special kind of ending, as far as I remember.
I never saw it, so I was unclear. Like he takes this drug to turn black. I didn't know if it was like irreversible or.
Yeah, in terms of like how he unblackfaces himself, I don't remember exactly.
I guess I'll just have to watch it for myself.
Yeah. Because he takes what he does is like he overdoses on tanning pills.
Oh, okay.
I remember that much.
That's what happens when you take tanning pills. Okay.
Well, if you take like 10 times the recommended amount.
I'm just imagining doing that and showing up to work. I don't know. I took too many tanning pills. I don't know what happened.
But he also threw out an afro.
Yeah.
But my favorite line in that movie is James Earl Jones plays the So basically, he does it to get a scholarship into law school.
Mm.
So that's the plot. It's for only for black students. So he turns himself black, and then James Earl Jones is a professor, and he's a shitty law student, and then during class, James Earl Jones is like, okay, what's the precedent? And then you see Thomas Howell, whatever his name is, and he's like, sir, the precedent is Ronald Reagan.
Wah, wah.
And then James Earl Jones, this is my favorite line. He goes, if you're going to interrupt my class with jokes, please see to it that they are funny. Like in this, like he just intones this thing about his stupid joke. It's so good. James Earl Jones is always money, regardless of any movie.
Best of the best.
Yeah. Yeah. Best of the best. That's a good one. All right. So I think Eli died, or his laptop did, or there's butt stuff. I don't know what's going on. But I'm gonna pick another movie.
Okay.
So we can come back in either 1 or 2 weeks. I don't know if you have any thoughts.
I probably can't do next week. It's Valentine's Day. I'm not sure my wife would be super stoked. Like, talk about movies with dudes.
Well, we'll tentatively say 2 weeks from today.
Okay.
And then see how it goes. One, I wanted to pick a movie about a human trafficker, and this is a good one. And I don't know if you've seen it. Prime Cut.
No.
Gene Hackman.
Nope, have not seen it.
Oh man, this movie's amazing.
The 70s?
Yeah. Early 72. So basically Gene Hackman, he plays a human trafficker / drug like head of a drug enterprise plus head of a meat industry.
Oh.
So it's like one-stop shop. So it's like you go up, you get a bunch of ribeye, you get a 14-year-old, a naked 14-year-old, and you get heroin all together at this one-stop shop.
Do they have cigarettes?
No, that's
Oh.
that's
So
what
you
they
gotta
don't have.
you gotta make 2 stops then. But okay. That's pretty good
Yeah.
still.
And then basically Lee Marvin, like Gene Hackman owed some money, some gangsters. So in Chicago, I think they hire Lee Marvin to collect the money, and then they end up fighting each other.
Okay.
Lee Marvin realizes this guy is super evil, so he goes to take him down. So it's Lee Marvin versus Gene Hackman.
I mean, that's you can't get much more manly than that. That's pretty awesome.
But just like the plot and logistics of Gene Hackman's enterprise is incredible.
No, I've never even heard of this. This sounds cool.
And also Gene Hackman just talks in like meat metaphors. You know, like, well, I got to bring home the bacon, or, you know, or whatever it's always like, he's always like throwing out meat words. With like tough guy talk.
Does he describe the girls as cuts of meat?
Yeah.
Okay.
But like the metaphor is that, you know, there's no difference between, you know, getting ribeyes and getting a girl. They're
Right.
both meat.
It's all
So
meat.
they're really, you know, hitting on that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like
Rip to Eli. Or his laptop. I think his battery just ran out of his laptop. He didn't have it plugged in. All right, so we'll say Prime Cut, maybe 2 weeks away.
Cool.
This movie should be available. It was released on every format. It should be on streaming, but I'll try to send a
I was
copy.
just looking. I don't think it is actually.
Not on streaming.
It's
I can
saying-
rip the Blu-ray and send it to you
Okay.
because this comes with a Blu-ray and a 4K.
Okay.
So I'll rip it and then send you and Eli a copy.
Yeah. All I'm seeing is Fizzle.
Yeah.
Nothing streaming right now. Okay. Cool.
All right. Thank you, Simon. We love you, Simon, as always.
Thanks, Simon.
And appreciate it, Scott. You actually lived to end the episode, and I really love that you didn't die on me. That's important. Dyers are losers.
They are losers. This is the one time that like somebody had more technical difficulty than me, so I'm cherishing. This is my favorite episode now.
Yeah,
It's not just me.
I think he just forgot to charge his laptop, so it's just a singular issue.
Yep. We
Yeah,
pray for
Eli will rise again. If Epstein is alive, I don't see why Eli couldn't be alive. And
Exactly.
Elvis is alive somewhere.
In Kalamazoo, I mean, one of the sightings, right? Where I live.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, everyone. Have an awesome night.